Tasty Tuesday! Here we are in my kitchen, traveling around the world with our taste buds. Thanks again for joining me, where today we're going to make a Muffuletta Sandwich, which actually isn't Italian. People often think it's Italian. It was invented in New Orleans. New Orleans, which is one of the greatest foodie cities in the United States. Wonderful, wonderful variety of cultures came together to make the cuisine that we know in New Orleans, and the Muffuletta Sandwich is one of those. So this recipe I have been making for years. My family loves it. We take it when we go hiking or picnics or camping. I've actually served it at dinner parties. It's really great. You need to make it the day before. So that's a really important factor. So we're going to start by making the tapenade or olive salad that really makes up the flavors of this dish. So using my food processor, we're starting with a cup of giardiniera, which is an Italian marinated, pickled vegetables. You can buy it in a grocery store, super easy. Usually has cauliflower, carrots, peppers, and celery. So that goes into our food processor. Now, olives are such an important part of the olive tapenade, obviously, and I purchased pitted, very important, both Kalamata and green olives. This is about 2 cups total. And we're putting in 1/4 cup of Italian parsley. We have, I can't remember, I think it's half a cup of really nice olive oil, 1 tablespoon of red wine vinegar, 1 tablespoon of capers, and a very important ingredient is oregano. You could use fresh oregano. I usually just use dry. This is about a little more than a teaspoon, maybe 1.5 teaspoons. It really gives this sandwich almost a pizza-like flavor. Another ingredient that I'm not using today because I forgot to buy it is anchovies. I always put anchovies in my muffuletta. I know a lot of people don't like anchovies, so it's okay to leave it out. But if you like anchovies, I would recommend adding that. Now, we are going to pulse this because there's some liquid in there. We don't want it to make a huge mess, so here we go. Oh yeah, no problem. And let's scrape it one more time. I think we're almost there. Super easy with a food processor. I don't know how they made this back in the day. Okay, let me give it a taste. Delicious. All right, now the next thing is, this is sourdough bread that I made. It's not what I usually use. Costco has a focaccia bread. You can find focaccia in most grocery stores, but I've been making a lot of sourdough, so I thought I would try it on this time. Now, this is going to be way more tapenade than I need, but this stuff is so wonderful. You can use it on, you can put on chicken, you can put on crackers, bruschetta, all kinds of different uses for wonderful tapenade. And it also lasts quite a while in the refrigerator. So I've hollowed out a little bit of one side of my sourdough round, and I'm gonna fill it with the tapenade. And I'm gonna go up over the sides of it too, because you can't have too much tapenade. Oh boy. How pretty is that? I do wish I had the anchovies. For me, that's a really nice flavor. It's funny though, because I don't like anchovies on a pizza. I don't like them hot, but I love them straight out of the can, in salads on Caesars, and in a preparation like this. Okay, so I've got about a cup left. I'll find some use for that. So let me see. I have prepared my sliced meats and cheeses. So you can really use whatever meats and cheeses you want. I was at Costco today, and so I used what I could find there. And salami, I have 2 different kinds of salami, and that's pretty much a standard to always have salami on a muffuletta. So let's get one on there. It's good. This is capracolla, which is also a very traditional meat to use on this dish. Looks like I'm going to have a little extra meat. This sourdough round is a little smaller than what I'm normally used to using. All right, now I'm going to put a layer of, let's see, I have provolone here, which is a really good one. And now I'm going to put another layer of the other salami. I have actually even used ham on this. I mean, you really can do whatever you want, but the traditional ingredients are the Italian meats and cheeses. All right, and now we have some Swiss. I've used mortadella on this. I've used Havarti, but Swiss is what I have today. And I also have some prosciutto here. I've actually never put prosciutto on it before, but I'm gonna try it today because I have it. See how thick it is? This is the reason you want to put this into the fridge. We're going to weight it down in the fridge, and it's going to sit there until tomorrow. Ooh, that's some nice prosciutto. And we're going to wrap it up really good in cellophane. All right, now, it's like a little pie. I think I'll put just a tiny bit more. Let's see, here's our top. I'm gonna put just a tiny bit more, getting my fingers in there, on the top. It's kind of like building a sandcastle. And then onto the top of my bread, I probably should have done this on the bottom too. I'm gonna put just a little bit of olive oil, and I'm gonna rub that in. And there is our gigantic, beautiful muffuletta. Now, I'm going to get some cellophane. I'm gonna wrap this up really tight. I'm gonna put it on a cookie sheet with a weight on top. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna use for that. Maybe some cans or something. And leave it in the fridge. I'm not gonna look at it again until tomorrow. It's gonna be our lunch tomorrow. I will show you what it looks like when I take it out of the fridge. And we'll cut it up almost like a piece of pie, and you'll be amazed. If you've never had this sandwich, it's spectacular. So we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining me. Hi, I am back with our Muffuletta sandwich, our New Orleans, Louisiana special sandwich. And I've had it in the fridge for a little more than 24 hours. I weighted it down with these 3 plates, which are actually pretty solid plates. And I can tell that it has mooshed, that's a technical term, really well. It's a little damp in the bottom, but I still think that's gonna be okay. And we're gonna unwrap it and see how it turned out. This sandwich, one of my favorites. Usually I make this if we're going camping or hiking. But actually today we're gonna eat it for our dinner. We are going golfing this afternoon. So we're having a late lunch, early dinner, a muffuletta salad, muffuletta sandwich, and a little side salad. And wow, it's so firm. And that's one of the things that make it great for picnics, hiking, camping, because it's really indestructible. This thing must weigh, I don't know, a couple of pounds. And this is a small one. So really it's perfect for any kind of travel, potlucks, or what have you. So let's cut into it. Where's a good knife? Normally we would cut this kind of like a pizza. So let me see if I can do that so we can get a really nice view of the layers. Again, this is a loaf of bread that I made, a sourdough bread, but normally I would buy focaccia at the grocery store, and that would be my recommended. Ooh, that looks so nice. Can you see it? Let's take that piece out. And I'm gonna actually walk right up here to the camera so you can see those beautiful layers. Isn't that lovely? And the flavor, and you can just see, it's so firm. It's kind of like Chicago pizza, you know, that comes in really thick layers. So as you can see, it's not falling apart at all. And that's part of what happens with the pressing process. So this is our muffuletta. Super easy, super delicious. I think everyone would love it. My family, even when my kids were little, loved this sandwich. So give it a try. Muffuletta sandwich from New Orleans, Louisiana. Thanks for joining me in my kitchen. We'll see you next Tuesday. Bye.